What's up, guys? Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today? 4 years of suspended diplomatic relations and ongoing attempts to topple his regime, the White House has decided to resume talks with President Nicolas Maduro. President, who we tried to do a coup against him, Guaido. We tried to install Guaido. Turns out, guys, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You see, basically, the story goes as this. The White House decides to resume talks with President Nicolas Maduro, a man the U.S. Department of Justice has accused of election fraud, drug trafficking, and rampant corruption. This turnabout is motivated by a variety of issues that certainly include energy security, said White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki. There was a dialogue with members of the Maduro administration in the past few days, and negotiations are open, she told reporters on Monday. Prior to the invasion of Ukraine, Russia accounted for nearly 8% of the foreign oil exports of the United States in 2021, with nearly 672,000 barrels coming in per day, guys. According to the Energy Information Agency data, that number was reduced to zero on Tuesday when President Joe Biden announced a complete ban of Russian oil imports. I hope y'all remember that. It brought officials to ask the Biden administration what his intent was on identifying other potential sources for energy, right? Because he's not going to do the Keystone Pipeline. And he said nothing was going to fundamentally change. So, although the nation is struggling under the United States, and not our country, but Venezuela, mostly because of imposed sanctions, its natural oil reserves, 18% of, by the way, the world's total, outstrip those of Saudi Arabia's, Canada's, and Iran's. And in the wake of decreasing domestic oil supply, the U.S. has expressed a willingness to relax current sanctions on the condition that Venezuela agrees to ship oil directly to the United States of America, guys. That's the deal, buddy. Look, fat. It's the deal President Maduro seems willing to take. How can we tell he's willing to take it, guys? Well, he's willing to take a lot of things. To me, and this is my opinion, but I don't know. Check this out.
Hey guys, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today?
Bueno, el mensaje que yo le envío a todos los inversionistas es que vengan a ver Venezuela, que nos vengan a conocer.
Well, the message that I send to all investors is to come see Venezuela. Come get to know us, to come, so that you can see the impact that you're going to have when you cross the airport, when you get to know our entrepreneurs, when you get to know our human qualities, when you get to know the potentialities that we have in tourism, in oil, in petrochemistry, in refining, in heavy industry, well, in iron, in bauxite, in gold, minerals, in technology, well, and a world of opportunities. Venezuela, I tell you, Erik, and you can prove it as you go through the years, you'll remember this thing that I'm going to tell you. Venezuela is going to become the land of opportunities for investment, present and future. All the conditions needed are here for the country to have a new takeoff on new foundations, for the development and for the investment to fulfill what we've talked about, the win-win. We guarantee that here.
Será difícil o posiblemente imposible.
It will be difficult to impossible to re-energize the economy without access to international capital markets. Difficult. Will that require a restructuring of your foreign debt? Surely.
That's right.
What would be a reasonable discount for your creditors?
Look, we've declared a renegotiation of the debt, and we are in contact with all the bondholders. They know that we want to pay. It's our obligation and our duty. We have a plan to make a reorganization and generate the resources that in a progressive way go toward a normalization in the levels of payment. Now, that merits that the holders achieve basic conditions with the government of the United States, with the Western powers of G7, so that Venezuela can have access to those capital markets, so that Venezuela can regularize. That's why I say to you, if I had here the $17 billion that we owe at this moment, that we weren't able to pay because of the sanctions, I wouldn't be able to do it. So there are many things to change. There are many things to change. Nobody can accuse Venezuela of being a cheat, of being a bad payer. We always pay. Since 2013 as president until 2018, we paid approximately $64 billion. Now, Venezuela has to produce them, because if Venezuela can't produce oil and sell it, can't produce and sell its gold, can't produce its bauxite and sell it, can't produce iron, etc., etc., and in the international market it can't manage to have its money, where is it going to get money to pay the holders that have the Venezuelan debt?
It looks like you ran afoul of something with wicked claws.
Hey guys, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today?
Tommy Nation Politics. Hi guys, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. And I was just looking
Hey guys,
back on my
this is
live
Tommy
stream
with Tommy Nation Politics.
and,
How's
thinking
everyone
about the, conventional wisdom and the social norms, the routine selling you the turd that's going to kick the can down the road, that's not going to accomplish any issues, that they're going to use as talking points to get elected. But also, I like to see that in the midst of turmoil, on the precipice of World War III, on the absolute advent of the apocalypse, the United States of America, guys, we're still down with doing coups to have puppet leaders installed in Southern American countries for their oil. And if y'all heard that little clip with Nicolas Maduro, my brother, Nicolas Maduro, I like that you want the entrepreneurs to come. I like that you want all of the business owners to come. You've refinanced your debt? Sounds like us. Wonder who this guy's been talking to, this Nicolas Maduro. He almost sounds just like a Republican or a Democrat. He couldn't be another fucking puppet leader we've installed. Oh, well, I'm glad that Ashraf Ghani, we can't find him. He's gone. But you guys, you fucking Venezuelans, I think you're up next for the coveted but plentiful American Express sponsored, of course, the Cuck Award, brought to you by American Express and MasterCard. There's some things you have to pay for or refinance. For everything else, there's neoliberalism, guys. Neoliberalism's going on in Venezuela now. You talk just like a neoliberal. We've got the interest in the oil and the iron. Oh yes, what a beautiful country. I see the iron. It smells very delicious. These guys, bro, they're just gonna tear up the planet. But it's good to know that we still have another puppet leader in our sleeves. Now we just have to find Ashraf Ghani, and maybe they can go on tour. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Comments, really. We're still having time. The biggest arms dealers in the face of the world, guys. Instigating wars all around the globe. We're in 8 still. Drone strikes every day. The budget has expanded in the Pentagon every single time they've raised it. Every single time. In 48 hours, they bailed the banks, the Wall Street, and the military-industrial complex. Guys, we're being robbed as fuck. Can you tell that? Now, I know you didn't fucking realize that at the beginning, even though they clearly bailed out Wall Street, the banks, and the military-industrial complex in 48 hours. And the New York Times fucking gloated about it while they were waiting months and months and months to try to give us a minimum wage, which they didn't give us, and $600 and $1,200. So guys, I want you to just think about this, guys. Think about this. Think about how we're fucking being robbed, guys. Don't think about how Trump is bad or Biden's bad. We gotta fucking fix this. Don't you think, guys? Or do I have to keep out giving fucking American Express sponsored and MasterCard sponsored awards, Cuck Awards? The Oscar Ghani Award. Why do I have to give these out, guys? Our founders would be fucking rolling in their graves. Madison would be rolling over his grave. Hamilton would be rolling over his grave. Washington would be rolling over his grave. Franklin would be rolling over his grave. Jefferson would be rolling over in his grave, even though he was a slave owner. He's still not as sick as these fucking politicians who sell out our country for campaign finance contributions. And it can't be so easy to hide it, guys. With some photo ops and some stupid-ass, pretty-ass words that aren't Trump's vulgarness. Give me something to sing about. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Words. Be responsible. Responsibility. Thanks for joining us today on Domination Politics. And don't forget to think responsibly.